acoustic eclectic music for your Sunday morning, streaming live at hunteratsunrise.com, whrv.org, iTunes, Shoutcast, and Radio Time, and on your digital radio at 89.5 WHRV HD2, Alt Radio. And you know, we like to do acoustic sessions here on the show, especially live ones. We have a really live one here today as Chuck Larson, alias Coyote, comes to our show. Chuck, how are you today?
I'm doing fine, Hunter.
Well, maybe I should call you Coyote. Everyone calls you Coyote.
Or Chuck Odie if you're confused.
Chuck Odie.
Yeah.
Okay, is that like one of those little things that you squish people's names together or something?
It could be, yes.
What would you like to play for us first before we get to talking here?
Well, since I came up here from North Carolina, me and Norman moved down there. We sequestered ourselves in the swamp. So here's a song from the swamps. It's one of the songs on the on a CD from Snickle Cowboys. It's called Carolina Sunshine.
Great. Here's Chuck Larson, alias Coyote, here on Hunter at Sunrise.
Worry at all. Those southern breezes, you can take it easy, there's no hurry. If it all got you down, life is too fast, you leave it all. Put it all in the past, back to the place where the good times last, that's where I'm going. Someone that's for the Southern Belle, treat you right and you wish you well, like living in a fairy tale, but it lasts a little bit longer. Sometimes you know I gotta roam, but every time I wanna go back home, and every time the feeling just gets stronger. I'm Carolina sunshine, Carolina moon, Carolina lady, I'll be coming home soon. Yes, I will. Carolina sunshine, Carolina moon, Carolina lady, I'll be coming home soon. Yes, I will. Living on the seacoast in a sleepy town, put on something and thistle down. Honeydew mama, let me drink it down in Carolina. Someone that's to the Southern Belle, treat you right and you wish you well, like living in a fairy tale, but it lasts a lot longer. Sometimes you know I gotta roam, but every time I wanna go back home, and every time the feeling just gets stronger. I'm Carolina sunshine, Carolina moon, Carolina lady, I'll be coming home soon. Yes, I will. Carolina sunshine, Carolina moon, Carolina lady, I'll be coming home soon. Yes, I will.
Yeah. Chuck Larson here on Hunter at Sunrise, and welcome to the show, Chuck. And I want to say congratulations on a great new album, too. Snake Oil Cowboys, The Frill Is Gone. Why don't you also introduce these people who are playing with you here today, because they're quite notable.
Well, standing next to me here is Mr. Robbie House. We've been playing together for longer than either one of us would like to admit.
100 years.
At least. And and also Norman Harrell.
Norman?
And we're all second generation musicians, and we've been. Let's put it this way: we were around when people lived in Ghent because their rent was low.
Well, all of you guys were in the band Snuff, is that correct?
Yes.
And I was reading about Snuff. I did not realize it actually started from a trio. Is that the way it began?
That's right. It was me and Robbie, which was Coyote and Robbie, and then Coyote and Robbie and Mike with Mike Jones, and then it later on became Pearl. We added a bass player, Harry Daly, who was later on stolen from us by Mr. Jimmy Buffett, and a guy named David March on violin, and then the violin became sort of a signature thing. Then I went off on my own for a while, and Cecil Hooker came in, and it became Snuff, and that was, of course, that thing was like a revolving door review. It was sort of the Buffalo Springfield of Tidewater singer-songwriter acoustic music.
You guys were huge, though, right? You here in the area. I was reading it, actually the band went to the White House at one point.
Well, I was skinny then, but I'm huge now. No, we had we were around long enough that they had to notice us. We were unavoidable.
Yeah. We're talking with Chuck Larson here on Hunter at Sunrise. So let's talk about this new album, which, interestingly enough, it seemed like it was. It had two titles: Snake Oil Cowboys, The Frill Is Gone. Who are the Snake Oil Cowboys?
Well, actually, the Snake Oil Cowboys are whoever I'm playing with, because I don't like playing by myself. This particular iteration of it included Norman and Robbie here, who will probably always be Snake Oil Cowboys, because I've been working with them forever, and I don't know. It'd be like Abbott without Costello or something like that.
Gotcha.
So, we're probably going to be doing that. But we had, we had Martin Parker, who was a drummer for Vince Gill, Ricky Skaggs, Allison Krauss, a lot of Nashville notables. We had Charlie Austin,
He's actually been on our show before.
Yeah.
Charlie.
Oh, and he's great. We had Joe Mapp, who is just really an incredible jazz guitarist. Joe Mapp at the coordinates, and this fellow named Ed Tupper, who's also the whiz kid engineer at my studio, Swampworks, where we recorded that, and he's also responsible for engineering stuff right now for some other clients at my studio, which is Tim Reynolds from Dave Matthews fame. He's just recorded his album, Some Kind of an Alien Invasion, which will be released in October.
That's a great name.
Yeah.
And your studio is down on the Outer Banks, right?
Yes, it's sequestered deep inside a swamp down there. It's 6/10 of a mile down a dirt road. It's so far back in the swamp that some of the guys call it the murder hole.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Well, what else would you like to play for us here? I assume you're going to play something else from the album.
Well, actually, we wanted to play stuff that's not on the album because we want you to
buy the album.
Buy the album, yeah. I know that's a foreign concept these days.
So you're going to try out some new material on this stuff?
If anything new can come by from someone as old as I am, okay. This is one of those songs that's, and I like this because it features our harmonies, and I've been singing with these guys forever. It's one of those songs that you write when you mess up really bad, and flowers just won't do it. And this is called Simple Dreams.
It's Chuck Larson here on Hunter at Sunrise.
I was telling myself this is easy. So I'm alone, so what, I'm still doing fine. It wasn't quite true, I was still loving you, but I was going for it most of the time. Then I had me some nights with the ladies. It wasn't loving, but it wasn't so bad. It sure wasn't you, but I had nothing to lose, hanging on to a dream gone bad. Hanging on to a dream gone bad. But these days, my dreams are so much simpler now. As simple as a man might be. I'm looking for a woman to take me for the fool that I am, and love me for the man I can be. And I've been living my life like a party, until there's hardly any innocence now. And the pleasures that I took when I took what I took just left me emptier than ever somehow. But I never believed when I started that all these good times could make you so sad. Everybody is gone and now I'm dancing alone, hanging on to a dream gone bad. Hanging on to a dream gone bad. But these days, my dreams are so much simpler now. As simple as a man might be. I'm looking for a woman to take me for the fool that I am, and love me for the man I can be. I'm looking for a woman to take me for the fool that I am, and love me for the man I can be.
Yeah. Hunter at Sunrise. I see what you mean about those harmonies. Wow. Chuck Larson here on Hunter at Sunrise, along with Robbie House and Norman Harrell. And let me ask you guys something. You've been around here, well, for a very long time. What do you think of the music here, the music here in the area right now? Does it give you pause to say, wow, this is really something great, or you wish there was more?
I think that there's always been really great music here, and I've heard a lot of it. A lot of my friends come through the show. As a matter of fact, people like Carl Warren, B.J. Lieberman, you know, it's been great. I think that the model has been changing. Some things haven't changed. We still get paid about the same amount in dollars that we did in 1970, but you know, the whole model has changed. So if you can afford it, if you're a musician now, I try to play more on the radio and in concerts, being on the road or whatever, and trying to, you know, make a product and sell it, because largely, to quote Mike Jones on it, he said, one of the reasons when he left music, he said, I found myself playing music that I didn't like for people that didn't care. So,
wow.
I think that largely it's devolved into being background music for people having drunken conversations, and I'd like to see it get back more into being something that you listen to.
Sure. We need a good listening room around here. Whatever happened to that? We need a good listening room. So tell me a little bit more about the album. How long did it take you to make it?
A long time.
Like these songs you've collected over a very long time, correct?
Yes. I should have called the album "Older Than Dirt." But what it is I built a studio. We were set back by a hurricane. Norman was living downstairs. Norman actually engineered one of the songs on there.
Slipping out the window.
Slipping Out the Window, which is just a really timely song about the economy, about shipping jobs offshore, and it's mildly political. I try to stay. I try not to be political in my actual songs, but it is a statement about the current state of the economy and
Sure.
exportation of jobs.
Right. And so if you pick up this album, will you hear songs that you've written like 20 years ago?
You'll hear songs that I wrote 30 years ago and
Wow.
35 years ago.
Wow. And it's taken you this long to put all these songs out?
Well, we were on Warner Brothers and Elektra and MCA and Curb. We had music on movie soundtracks, HBO, Peter Fonda flicks, all that stuff. But we were sort of hooked into the cookie cutter part of the industry that has become what is now currently country radio.
Right.
Not to denigrate, there's some great artists out there.
Oh, yeah.
But there is a lot of formula, cookie cutter, commercially driven stuff that is starting to sound all the same, about the same subjects, and it's almost like somebody's really highly orchestrating it.
Sure. There are a lot of party songs out there, I notice, all of a sudden in country music. I see one almost every day on, the TV. But, what else would you like to play for us here?
Okay, well, here's speaking of old songs.
Old songs.
Songs that are old, that I wrote when I wasn't as old. This is a song called "Everybody Wants to Go to Heaven," and this also won the first American Song Festival in folk. It was that festival later on became what do they call it?
It's called People's Choice Awards
People's
now.
Choice Award. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Anyway,
Kenny Loggins won the professional order, I think, on that one too, didn't he?
yeah, he won in another category. I won professional folk, and he won.
You won pop, I think.
Yeah.
So you wrote this song. I've heard of this song, and you wrote it?
Yes, yes.
Oh my. Okay. And you're gonna play it for us now.
That's right.
Okay. Here's Chuck Larson here on Unheard Sunrise.
Silken shimmering shadows are soothing summer wind. Gently through her hair blows a whimsical, small, sad grin. A deepening, darkening skies now, a glitter, a glimmer, and a star. Wishing, walking, and wandering. Now we wander very far. And the wind, it blows in my window, and I look out on the road of life, and I see all the people going by. Hi, hi, everybody wants to go to heaven. Everybody wants to go to heaven. Everybody wants to go to heaven. soft and silent, footsteps stepping, Lord, so gently from the light. And the wind, it blows in my window, and I look out on the road of life, and I see all the people going by. Hi, hi, everybody wants to go to heaven. Everybody wants to go to heaven. Everybody wants to go to heaven. Nobody wants to die. Everybody wants to go to heaven.
Oh, nobody wants to die.
Everybody wants to go to heaven.
Can't you hear the magic all day?
Everybody wants to go to heaven.
Nobody wants to die.
Everybody wants to go to heaven. But nobody wants to die.
Wow. Gentlemen, that was incredible. That was great. Chuck Larson here with Robbie House and Harrell. Oh man, this has been quite an acoustic session out here this morning. And again, the name of the album is Snake Oil Cowboys, The Frill Is Gone. And how can you pick this up here, Chuck?
Well, you can get it at Birdland Records,
Uh-huh.
and you can also get it at Final Days at Virginia Beach off Laskin Road.
Anything online? Is it on sale online anywhere?
You can order them from me. I'm on Facebook. I'm trying not to really get on iTunes or anything like that right now because they take such a large charge.
Right. Understood. But it is a really cool album, I must say. This is quite a work of love, I can tell, from what I've heard on this album, and congratulations on it.
I appreciate that.
And thank you for coming down here today, all three of you.
Well, thank you so much. We've enjoyed
Thanks
it.
for having us.
Thank you, Hunter.
No problem. It's been great. Chuck Larson here on Hunter at Sunrise. That's about going to do it for me. My name is Hunter Hughes. This show will be on demand starting at 11:30, which means you can listen to it from beginning to end anytime, 24/7. And this particular acoustic session will be up as a podcast around midweek, so you can download that to your computer or iPad, and you can listen to it anytime and have it for your own. Also, I want to remind you that we do have a concert calendar, and it is up to date. We have the American Music Festival on there coming up here in September. And we have our playlists as well. Check out the playlist from today. As best I could, I kept up with it as best I could here today. That's going to do it for me. As I said, I thought I'd leave you here today with a rather interesting album I was sent here from Smokey Robinson, of all people. It's called Smokey and Friends, and he does a number of songs with some rather interesting people. In fact, this particular song we're going to end on today, he does with James Taylor, one of his classic songs here. This is Ain't That Peculiar from Smokey Robinson and James Taylor. You guys have a good day. You've been listening to Hunter at Sunrise here on 89.5 WHRV HD3 Alt Radio. That's HD2 Alt Radio, Norfolk, Virginia, and HunterAtSunrise.com.